Akiva Eldar, who's a senior columnist at Al Monitor, who's joining us now from Tel Aviv. Akiva Eldar, do you think another inconclusive result is the most likely outcome?
Unfortunately, I do agree with you. I think that the Israeli democracy is very, very ill. And I don't think that the elections that are going to take place tomorrow is going to offer a prescription to end this pandemic. It's really a pandemic of the Israeli democracy. And in the best case, we will have a very narrow coalition with a very right-wing government. You just saw Naftali Bennett, who can be the kingmaker. And if he is part of the government, what we're going to have is a very radical, anti-democratic government that its main goal will be to bring to an end the procedure, the trial against Mr. Netanyahu, and to undermine the rule of law in Israel.
And yet, the management of the pandemic, and in particular the vaccine rollout in Israel, has been world-beating. Mr. Netanyahu should be winning by a mile this time, shouldn't he?
Well, you know, I think that 50% of the Israeli people believe that Netanyahu is the solution to all the problems, including the pandemic. The other part of the Israelis think that Netanyahu is the problem. And these people include thousands of people who lost their relatives, 6,000 people that were dead during the last year or so, and thousands of people lost their jobs and lost their business. So it depends whom you ask. Yes, if you compare Israel to Europe, Israel is leading when it comes to vaccination and targeting the pandemic. But you have to compare Israel to Cyprus, to New Zealand. Israel is actually an island. And the fact that Netanyahu gave up to the Orthodox parties and allowed people from the United States, especially the United States, and also to satisfy his friend Trump, he didn't close down the airport on time. So, yeah, it depends if you look at the half full glass or the half empty glass.
Akiva Eldar, thank you very much indeed. And of course, by this time tomorrow, we'll probably have some exit polling to give us a clue as to what's going to happen in Israel. Stay with TRT World for that. Now.